I have finally made it to where I'm staying in Fez. It's almost 2 a.m. on the 15th. So my last update was like the evening of the 12th at a hotel in Denver. I had breakfast in the morning, got picked up on the shuttle at 9, made it through security, got all the airport stuff done again in Denver. My flight left like 12:15 to Philadelphia. That airport was awesome, made it through real quick, got where I needed to go. Left there to Barcelona. It was a 6-hour overnight flight. With a time change, I landed at like 9 a.m. As I was boarding that flight, the flight attendant or like gate check, who's now like the 8th person to see my passport, kind of looks at the back of it and was like, I was like nervous, and then kind of gave, like, her eyes said, fuck it, not my problem, and like handed me back my passport and was kind of like nodded me a good luck. Sent me on my way, but I got on the flight and I left the country. I landed in Barcelona. I got in the line for connecting flights because I was leaving. I get out to the terminal where I'm supposed to go, or where I thought I was supposed to be, and it's like D and E. I'm like, okay, and I'm looking, and the only flight that's leaving at my time is San Francisco. It's awesome. My little board had a QR code, so I looked at it, was able to find my flight, and it's like, you need to check in at B, and I can look from where I'm up high. I need to get down below. I'm like trying to figure out how to get there, and I walk around for a while. I find someone in security, ask her. I tried to go back down the stairs, and the guy's like, no, you can't go this way. You have to be upstairs. Like, he's like, oh, Fez. He's like, where's that? He's like, Morocco, no. Like, domestic flights are down here. You need to be upstairs. I'm like, my flight's not from upstairs. So I go looking around, find some woman in security, and I'm asking her, like, I think I sat down and looked for a flight map, and I realized I'd landed in Terminal 1, and my check-in is in Terminal 2. I was like, I'm like looking up maps online. I'm like, I need to like leave and come back, like go around and come back. Asking her how to get out of there, like where I needed to be. Wind up back at the same guy who told me I had to go upstairs, told him I needed to be at the other terminal. He looks at my passport, stamps it, we're all good, sends me on my way. I have to go catch this bus that rounds me to the other terminal. I go back in, and then I had to wait. So it's like 10 a.m. at this point, maybe 10:30, and you can only check in 3 hours before your flight. So I have to sit down and chill. I'm like not back through security. I would have to like re-go through because I'm in a new terminal. And I get up to the line at 1 p.m., 3 hours before my flight, and the guy looks at my passport and he goes, it's broken, I can't take this. I was like, what? I need my boarding pass, I need to leave. He's like, no, your passport's not okay. I'm like, how'd you guys let me in? Like, you approved me in your country. If I walk out that door, I have the entire country of Spain. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't be stuck here, let me go. So talking to Amber, brainstorming, she's like, go with this other airline, they're way better and they're not gonna care. I had like 2 other people throughout the day confirm that. I went up to the ticketing counter. Oh, that guy had told me I need to go to the U.S. Embassy. I checked and the embassy had closed at 1, so I sat there. Oh my god. So I go up to the ticketing counter for this other airline and hand the woman my passport, don't say anything, and just said I want a ticket to Fez. She's looking around, looks at my passport, does what she needs to do, and then she goes, you should buy online, it's cheaper. I'm like, okay, gives me my passport back, says nothing about my passport. I'm like, perfect. I buy the ticket online, I get squared away, I can't log in, or like can't get checked in, so now I have to wait. Their policy is 2 hours before the flight. It's a 10:20 p.m. flight. So it's like 5 o'clock or something at this point. I'm just sitting around forever, like I'm meditating, trying to keep myself calm. My eyes hurt like hell. It felt like I had pins and needles in them. They do this when I fly and when I get really tired. Like, they don't water correctly, and then my tears that I do create hurt my eyes. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, my eyeballs hurt most of the afternoon as I'm just sitting there waiting. The family next to me had an unruly child who, poor thing, just wanted to run around and was getting screamed at no matter what she did. So then she was crying a lot because she was getting screamed at and no one was winning. It was sad to witness for hours. And then I finally get to a point where I'm like close to being able to check in. Lauren hosted her call and I got to listen to that. That helped calm me the heck down. And talked to this other lady from in Edinburgh, where I'm going later. And she's like, oh yeah, this airline you're going with, like, you should have no problem. It's gonna be great. And so anyway, I'm like close to the time like where I think the line will get me in about the 2-hour mark. The line moves faster than I want. No one says anything. Hand in my passport, tell them I just need my boarding pass. I'm already checked in. She does what she needs to do, prints me my boarding pass, and I'm on my way. I almost cried when I finally walked into the airport at like 8 p.m. So I've been sitting out in this like tiny area by the ticketing counter for 10 hours. That math isn't quite correct, but it was a long time. 11. It was 11 hours. Well, no, I got there at 10. It was. Anyway. Go through security, no issue. They look at my passport. We're all good. I get everything. I get out to the gate where I need to be. And then like the section I needed to be in, they're like, your gate will actually be told to you, like, what'd they say? It was going to be like a 9:30 that they assigned the gate. So I get the gate. I go there immediately. I'm one of the first few people in line. Hallelujah to whoever gave me my ticket. I got priority boarding. I was the third person on that plane. But the ticket says boarding's going to close, like the gate closes at 9:50. Boarding starts at 9:45. They didn't actually board us until like 10:30 or something. Like the plane was supposed to leave at 10:20. So we're all just like standing there waiting. And at this point, I'm like, can't throw me a curveball anymore. Nothing surprises me. I'll roll with all them punches. As we stand there forever, I'm the third person on the plane. I get my seat and it's by a window. I'm just like, we're good. We're good. We're on this plane. We're going to Morocco. And, they get everyone loaded and then they're like, because of some whatever rule, we have to sit here for 30 minutes. So our plane took off an hour late and only landed 20 minutes late and it was fine. And I got into Morocco and no one cared about my passport. They stamped it. And now I'm finally here at like 1:30 in the morning. I had some tea. I showered finally. I smelled god-awful. And my time zones are all messed up, so I'm kind of wide awake, but I know I'm going to sleep. I have breakfast at 9. Other people will be here in a few hours. There were so many cute street cats walking in this like weird back alleyway that I got walked here from where I got dropped off. And the street dogs on the drive here were fun to look at. So now the adventure begins. Thanks for listening to my story.